I wanted to show you the blanket I made with Donmon yarn. These are 12 skeins of vibrant colors of cotton and acrylic blend. It's very smooth and soft. I love the colors, and they produced a blanket that's 41 inches by 32. And I had some leftover yarn from some of the colors, and some of them I used all. So here are the two different type of popcorn stitches that you can make. It's just pretty and soft, and it's a great lap blanket or a baby blanket, and all the colors go together. These are all the 12 colors that come in a pack. Hi there. So for our sampler stitch blanket, we'll start with chaining 120 chains, which will give us about 34 inches. And we'll go for the length of all our colors used for each of the section. So we'll work, two colors will be one stitch. And let's start with our first stitch for the first two colors. This will be the sand stitch. So the first stitch is the sand stitch, and it's a nice and textured stitch. We have two row repeat, so it means that we have a front side and we have a back side. So they'll be different on both sides, but it's perfect. It's a little bumpy and it looks like sand. So we'll start with a slip knot and we will chain 120 stitches. And once we are done with that, into the fourth chain from the hook, we'll do double crochets until the end of the row. We'll have double crochets. So this is the first row of the repeat. The first row of the repeat is double crochets. And this stitch is a multiple of 3. So make sure that you have enough chains for that. And I'll catch you at the end. So the second row of the repeat is, now turn your work and then chain 1, and into that same stitch we'll do 2 double crochets. And this is what makes that bumpy texture. Then we'll skip 2 stitches, and into that third stitch we'll do a single crochet and we'll do 2 double crochets into that same stitch. And then again we'll skip 2, and into that third stitch we'll have a single crochet and 2 double crochets into that same stitch. And once you reach till the end, after repeating that, we will do only because we'll have to skip 2 stitches again into that third chain from the previous row, we'll do only a single crochet. And the next row, we'll start with chain 3, have a row of double crochets all the way till the end of the row. And we'll keep repeating that pattern till the end of the number of rows we want to go. And in this case, I went for 10 rows. So I did 10 rows orange and 10 rows of that nice teal color. 2 colors made 8 inches, and we have 12 colors. So we'll keep going with the next 2 colors and the next stitch. And I wanted to see the transition to the next color, so I did like how it moves to the next color really well. And that's what I look in patterns and in stitches, is how they go together with each other with another color. So this was a very nice effect here, because it goes a tiny bit up and down, up and down, up and down. That single crochet, bringing that top double crochet a lower. Subscribe! The next stitch we have is staggered popcorn stitches. So make sure you end up your previous stitch on the pattern with the single and the double crochets. And after that, we have a whole row of double crochets all across the whole blanket. So don't forget that when we work popcorn stitches, we work them on the back and we pop them out so they show in the front. So this is a 4-row repeat. The popcorns here are in between each other, and there's a row of double crochets in between each row of popcorns. And let's get started. When we start with a new color, before you finish your stitch, you grab your new color and pull through your loops with the new color, and then you continue with the new one, and you're gonna weave in those ends as you go as well. So over here I'll tie them together, and I will grab my white color and I'll lightly weave it through the stitches here so it stays trapped under the new stitches. And and you just don't have to weave it at the end. And then the green one will do the same thing with the next row, so it doesn't show through the white part. The staggered popcorn stitches are a multiple of 4 plus 1. So over here I chained 19 chains, and starting from the fourth chain from the hook, we'll start doing double crochets all around. So we'll have 16 double crochets, and with that chain at the beginning, it does count as a double crochet, so we'll have 17 altogether to build that little pattern on this little swatch. And I'll keep going till the end of the row. The first row of the repeat is a row of double crochets. So now that we're gonna go to the next row, you can turn and then chain 1 and single crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into the second stitch, and now here we'll have 5 double crochets together for that popcorn stitch. So yarn over, draw for 1 time through the loops, and make sure this loop is waiting on your hook for the rest of the double crochets. You just start them, do not finish those. So here's number 3, 4, yarn over, 5. We have 5 double crochets here with the loop from the first stitch. We have 6 loops on our hook. So now yarn over and pull through all of them, and we'll have 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches. So 1 here, 1 into the next one, and 1 into the next one. And here is our first popcorn. And again here we'll have 5 double crochets together. 1, and now we crochet them together, and we do 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And I'll keep making my popcorns till the end of the row. I reach my last popcorn. Here into that second to the last stitch, I'll do a single crochet, and on the top of this chain, I'll do a single crochet there because this is our last stitch. And then we are ready for our third row of the repeat, which is a row of double crochets only. So we turn and we chain 3 for our first double crochet, and we keep doing double crochets into each stitch, going back to our 17 double crochets as we did at that first row here, and I'll meet you at the end. Aren't these popcorns so cute? Oh, popcorns are my favorite playtime. I mean, crochet with yarn. Look how cute are those. All right, the third row of the repeat. We start again with a row of popcorn, which means we'll chain 1, we'll turn, and we'll have 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. So your first 4 stitches will be single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that puts us between those first 2 popcorn to have our next popcorn there. We'll do the popcorn the same way. And then we'll have 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches again, and we'll keep repeating that with a popcorn and 3 single crochets. And there, that put the popcorn in the middle of the previous 2 popcorns. Once you reach 4 stitches before the end, this will be your last popcorn here, and then you'll have 4 stitches here till the end of the row, 4 single crochets. Don't forget, the last single crochet will be on top of the chain from the previous row. And here we are ready again with the next row, which will be a row of double crochets, and we're gonna keep repeating those 4 rows the length we want to go. So we are back here at the beginning. So with the white color, I did repeat and a half. And then with my green color, I'm going to have to start from the second half of the repeat, from those second row of popcorns. So I can get 1 repeat here. Then I'll continue with the green for 3 rows of popcorn, technically. till I got those 3 greens so they're symmetrical to each other. And that one white row turned out to be about 5.5 centimeters, or about 2.5, less than 2.5 inches. All right, I'll keep having fun with my popcorns. Check out my other blanket tutorials for different stitches and ideas. Subscribe! Next stitch is a combination of single crochets and double crochets, and each row will be the same. It's a multiple of 2, so here we'll chain 3 for the first double crochet, and it will count as a double crochet, and then the next stitch will be a single crochet, and then we have a double crochet into the following stitch, and then a single crochet, and that's what we're going to repeat till the end. A double crochet and a single crochet, and this creates a very nice textured stitch with no holes, which is perfect for blankets, especially for babies. And double crochet here, and I'll meet you at the end. And don't forget your chain. Here I'm ending with a double crochet into that last chain, and I'm ready to turn. So we're gonna chain 3, because each double crochet will get a double crochet on top, and each single crochet will get a single crochet. So now we can turn. We have our first stitch. The chain counts as a double crochet, so the next stitch over here will be a single crochet, and then we have a double crochet again, and then a single crochet. So we're gonna keep repeating that all the way till the end, so that row will repeat. If you, okay, here I made a mistake. Oh no, I did a double crochet. That's okay, I'll do it again. So each double crochet gets a double crochet, each single crochet gets a single crochet. That's easy. And this pattern is reversible since we're repeating only one row. So here we're gonna end up again with a double crochet on top of the chain, and then we turn and we start with a chain of 3 and a single crochet into the next single crochet and double crochet into the next double crochet. And I'll keep doing that till my colors of my skins are gone, and let's see how many inches that will make. Here we have 7.5 inches with those 2 colors. I used all of the yellow, but from the blue I have this much left. I don't think that's enough for a row. And so far, the whole blanket that we have with the first 3, so far I have 20 inches. Now that we have the new color, we'll start with chain 2. And then we're gonna skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in that 3rd stitch we'll do half double crochet and then chain 1 and half double crochet into the same stitch. We'll skip 2 stitches, and into the next stitch we'll do a half double crochet, chain 1, and a half double crochet into the same stitch. And we'll go like this all the way till the end, now skipping 2 and doing half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet into the same stitch. And these are our half double crochet V stitches. And on the way back we'll do exactly the same thing, and when we land into the spot to crochet we'll be into that chain space, and I'll meet you at the end. Once you reach at the last V stitch, yarn over, and into that last stitch we do 1 double crochet, and now we're ready to turn. And again we'll do 2 chains at the beginning, and we'll skip 2 stitches, which puts us in the chain space, and in that chain space we'll do double crochet, half double crochet, one chain and half double crochet into that same chain space, and then we'll move to the next chain space and we'll do a half double crochet V-stitch, which is half double crochet, chain, half double crochet into the same stitch, and then we go into the next V-stitch and we're doing half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and we'll keep doing that, ending again with a half double crochet into that last stitch. This row we will repeat all the way till the end of the next two colors. So I got about 7.5 inches. Chain 3 here, and we can cut our own yarn and weave it as you go in the back. So this will be our first stitch. We'll count this chain, and then going into the next V stitch we will do 5 double crochets, and then we'll let this loop go. We're gonna go back at the top of the first double crochet we did, insert our hook, grab our loop there, and put this loop through top of the stitch, and then chain 2. And we'll do the same thing into the next V-stitch. We'll have 5 double crochets. And then let the loop go. Go back to the first double crochet, grab your loop, pull it through the top of the stitch, and then chain 2. And go back into the next V-stitch. And we'll do this till the end of the row with all these little bubbles. And the next row will be just the V-stitches with double crochets, and then we'll keep repeating those 2 rows till the end of the 2 colors we have. And we'll have a 3D part on one end, and we'll have another 3D part on the other end of our blanket. So when you sit and when you watch TV or you just relax, your hands can fidget with those little bubbles. I wanted to make a nice little fidget blanket for those cozy nights when you're just watching TV and you want to keep your hands busy. And there you go. So I'll meet you at the end of the row when we are starting the second row of the repeat. So here at the last stitch, we'll go at the top of the chain from the previous row and do a double crochet. And now we'll turn. And in each bubble, or these are tulips actually, we'll chain 3 first. And then in each of those bubbles, we'll do a V-stitch with double crochets. So we'll have double crochet, chain, and a double crochet into the same spot. And then we'll move to the next bubble and we'll do a double crochet. We're going in the middle of that little hole there, chain 1, and again in that middle we do another double crochet. And this is how it looks. So when we go back again, we'll do bubbles in those V stitches here. And this is how we're gonna go, and that's quite a yarn eater, that stitch, so it will not gonna go for those 7.5 inches we did in the previous section. So it will be a little bit less, but I want to match the width of these stitches since they're both 3D, so I wouldn't want them to go bigger than that measurement. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. The section with the bubbles is about 4 inches. And that last row, before we start the new stitch, is just 3 double crochets into each bubble. So we can go back to the front of the piece and we can start with our new color. And we'll complete this blanket with the beautiful star stitch. So I will add my new color. And the star stitch starts with chain 3. We usually need an even number of stitches, and this is the beginning of each row. We skip the first stitch and we pick a loop from the next stitch, a second loop, then we go 1 at the corner in the beginning, and then we have 2 stitches from the row, 1, 2, and we have a total of 6 stitches on our hook. We grab them all together, we chain 1, And now we grab one more stitch from the middle, from the eye of the star, and then we go here in the first leg of the star, then we go in the base, and then we grab 2 stitches from the row. And we have again 6 loops on our hook. We gather them all together, and we chain 1, and then we go again into the eye of the star, into the leg of the star, into the base, and we are grabbing 2 loops from the row. We crochet them together, chain 1, and we repeat that all the way till the end. And at the end we'll do a half double crochet into that last stitch again, and we'll move to the next row. Once you reach the last stitch, you will do a half double crochet, we'll chain 1, and then we'll turn. In each eye of the star we'll do 2 half double crochets, and then the next eye here in that little hole we'll do 2 half double crochets. In each eye of the star we'll do 2 half double crochets. And I will go working this stitch till I finish all of my 2 skeins. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.